All right, we got to get to it. We got to get to the road to the Super Bowl. The NFC East. The
Yeah.
NFC East road to this. Yes, NFC East. NFC East road to the Super Bowl, Devin. Kind of like the NFC North. There's an odd man out, and we will get to them. But first, we're going to talk about the Dallas Cowboys.
I wonder who that is.
Because, as, somebody like you who's a fan of a different team in the East, you probably aren't too excited to talk about the road to the Super Bowl for the Dallas Cowboys. But they do have a road.
Mm.
They do have a road. I don't know what's in the road. I don't know how many potholes or Chiefs players are speeding by on that road, but they're
What do
on
they
that
have in
road.
Dallas?
Who do they have in Dallas?
No, what? What
I
would
don't
be on
know.
their road?
What would be on their road? I don't know.
Bean and cheese burritos?
I don't know. But Dallas. So their stars: Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, Micah, Diggs, Deron Bland, Jake Ferguson. Some moves they made. They picked up Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders to play some running back.
Miles Sanders.
Dante Fowler they picked up. Kyer Elam they made a move for. So running back moves, some defensive moves. Now the biggest thing for them, I guess, if you want to look at some pros for them, you're going to have a healthy Dak,
Yep.
a healthy Micah, and a healthy Diggs, who's only played 13 games over the last 2 years. Plus, the defensive moves they made with Fowler and Elam, and defense could get now. I don't know if their defense makes a 180 flip because they were second most in points allowed, and they gave up the fifth most yards total. But I mean, having a healthy Micah, having a healthy Diggs, making those moves on the defensive side of the ball, I think maybe we'll bring them from like absolute trash to like middle of the pack.
Yeah.
Defensive wise.
Well, and yeah, it's obviously going to come down to health. I mean, they don't have a bad team, like you said. The defense is getting more solid. I think Miles Sanders is a great pickup. He's a guy who can run behind an O-line that's that good. He did it in Philly. Fucking ran for over 1,000 just because that O-line was so good. Went to Carolina and stunk because their O-line stinks.
They'll probably go. I mean, they'll probably go like running back by committee.
Of course.
So, that's a solid 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
Javonte and Miles. I mean, it's not awful, but
I
guess it's actually better than Zeke. But I think if you look at it, I guess the biggest thing is them, because we didn't mention them a lot. We kind of brought them up with receiver landing spots, but not much. But the more and more you look at their depth chart, it's like they really could benefit from a wide receiver 2 pickup.
Or even a wide receiver 3 and a wide receiver 2 position. Like, you don't need something crazy, but
that's what I'm saying.
Get something.
Bring Amari back,
Sure.
Or I don't know. It's like I would have hoped they reached out to Diggs and maybe they were a landing spot for Cooper Kupp at one point. I don't know. Maybe they did talk to some people, but
pull Julio out of retirement. Do something. Pick up Odell. Like, get someone who. Get a Juju.
No, don't pick up Odell. Pick up anybody.
Get someone
but
who can be out there.
Anybody but Odell. Trade for. I mean, I know we just shitted on him, but trade for Tyreek. I mean, bro, don't want to be there in Miami. I don't know if Dallas is any better for his situation, but still,
I think if it was happening in Kansas City, it's gonna happen everywhere. Like, there's nothing goes on in Kansas City, and it's still happening.
What happens in Kansas City absolutely does not stay in Kansas City.
I don't think anything happens in Kansas City.
Because, the 1-2 punch from those running backs, and then you do have that bright light shining on CeeDee Lamb. But besides that, I'm thinking, like, can their offense keep up? Is their offense keeping up with, just the powerhouses in their division, and then the rest of the NFC, and then the rest of the NFL? I think that might be what's holding them back if their defense does get better. If their defense doesn't get better I think it'd almost be stupid to say they're not going to get better with Diggs, Micah returning and making the Fowler move and making the Elam move. It's like, all right, they lost to Marcus Lawrence, but, they're getting so much back next year.
Yeah.
there's no way they're going to be giving up the second most points and the fifth most yards.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah, but I mean, regardless of most of that, it's like Dak needs to be healthy. CD needs to be on the field. Mike needs to be on the field. Like, I mean, even if they were healthy last year, I don't think their team was very good regardless, but even if they were healthy, they could still maybe had a shot to make the playoffs.
I mean, if they were healthy all season long, they're
AFC
they're
was fucking
probably
packed, though.
yeah, they would have. It would have been a problem. It would have been a problem for them to make the playoffs last year, even if they were healthy. Honestly,
but I mean, they're a team that can go and sneak out 10, 11 wins and call it a day. Like, Dak is still an experienced quarterback, handled the interception problem for the most part, but yeah, he needs to be healthy. That team needs to be healthy. I mean, I don't see them doing anything even if they are healthy, but they're not going to be a 6-win team.
they play at
How
home.
many games they win last year?
Fuck, dude. That's a great question. 7 and 10.
7, never mind.
So, Green Bay, KC, the Chargers, Minnesota, and Arizona at home. They got Chicago, Denver, Detroit, Vegas, the Jets, and Carolina away. Plus, Giants twice, Philly twice, and Washington twice. I mean, not the hardest schedule, honestly.
No.
I mean, Denver, Detroit, Kansas City, Green Bay, the Chargers. Obviously, y'all twice, Philly twice. Okay, maybe it's a little bit of a tricky schedule. Maybe not the easiest, but winning the division is out for me.
Mm.
Being the possible second best team, yeah, that's an maybe in that division. Yeah. Getting through them playoffs, it's just the chance to make it to a Super Bowl for the Dallas Cowboys. They all got to stay healthy.
It's slim to none.
If they're gonna have to play all on the road in the playoffs.
Good.
I'm struggling to go 2 out of 10.
I was gonna say 15.
I'm struggling to go 2 out of 10.
But I mean, and that's what sucks because it's like a team with Dak and CD should be able to have a better opportunity, but we just know that it's not there.
It's not, and
honestly, it's like it's a great base for a team, but they don't have the offensive pieces to make this team scary at all. Like it's a one-note team. Maybe they can do a little bit with their run game this year compared to last, but outside of that, nothing.
If these were the Memphis Cowboys playing in the NFC North, people would be gassing this team up.
Easy.
But it's like, no, you guys are the Jerry Jones-owned Dallas Cowboys.
For real.
I think we can split that 15-20 and go 17-5.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
I mean, I would love to say 0 just because it is Jerry's football team, but,
Yeah, but it's like at the end of the day, it's like it would be 0 if Jerry was calling the plays.
Yes.
If Jerry was on the phone,
we don't know if he's not
with not Kellen Moore. Who's there now? I forgot who they replaced.
Dallas head coach
McCarthy.
Still Mike?
No, they fired him. He got fired. Yeah. Who they replace him with?
Kellen Moore, no?
Oh wait, so who is? Am I?
No. It's
Kellen Moore is Saints, is he not?
Yeah, no. It's Van Schneid and Dingle or whatever.
Is that his name?
It was the OC.
Is that his name?
I don't
Dallas
know.
Cowboys coach. Oh, Schottenheimer.
Yes.
Schottenheimer. Okay.
John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Okay. 17.5%. I'm not mad at it. You want to talk about the Giants for a couple seconds? Okay, it's 0%.
Yeah.
That's it.
But I mean, it was definitely 0 before Russ, and it's still 0 after Russ. But I mean, it brings up their potential win percentage. Malik is cool. It's going to be cool to see how that connection works. Still no running back. Potential to get. I mean, honestly, at this point, the Giants get a Genti or a Scatabo. It's not terrible. They're probably going to go for a defensive guy, though.
Well, they're probably drafting Travis if he's available.
You're probably right.
Unless
That's
Cleveland.
also not that. Are we sure it's a 0?
Yes.
100%.
Absolutely, bro. If there's any team that has a 0% chance of making it to the Super Bowl, it is the New York Giants.
Can I give them a 1%?
For what?
Huh?
For what? What's giving them the 1%?
Malik Neighbors, Russell Wilson, and a guy who can play both positions for no reason.
We don't know if they're drafting Travis Hunter yet.
No. I mean, are these subject to change after the draft? I don't know if anything will change.
I don't think it would. I don't think it would. But I mean, but Vegas is 0%.
Yeah, and they have Geno and a chance to draft, and
the Giants are 0%, not 1%. They have a 1% chance of winning the Super Bowl.
Of going.
If 1% chance of going to the Super Bowl. So yes, if 15 teams sold, their teams. I mean, if 15 teams I don't know, went bankrupt.
I was gonna say something bad, but yeah.
I was trying to think of something that wasn't harmful, but
yeah,
no, like
that college.
If 15 teams just went bankrupt, sure, maybe the Giants make the Super Bowl, maybe. No, I can't give it to them. How about Washington?
Yeah.
The Washington Commanders road to the Super Bowl. You got Jaden Daniels, Terry, B-Rob, Eckler, Zach Ertz returning, Deron Payne, Frankie Louvu. Y'all made some moves for Debo.
We still got Bobby?
Yeah, still got Bobby. Laramie Tunsil.
Ooh.
Y'all made some moves.
Gas mask Tunsil.
I would say the biggest pros, the fact that Jaden Daniels is already pro ready.
Been pro ready.
There's really no question for most of these teams.
No, there are still questions about Jaden.
What question do you have? What question do you have besides how long does your mom let you fucking text a girl before she checks your phone?
I don't care about the mom stuff.
What question do you have about Jaden Daniels as a Commanders fan? What questions do you have? He has less questions than RG3, and the only question about RG3 is, does his fucking legs still work after his rookie season? What questions do you have about Jaden Daniels?
I just have aversions because of what we did with CJ Stroud. We were talking about
What questions do you still have about CJ? He just had a slump.
I don't have any questions, but no, I mean, he is there could be a slump. That could be terrible.
Okay, so a slump is losing in the playoffs again?
But it could be 7 wins. It could be 8 wins.
But that's what CJ's slump was. It was just losing, and it was making the playoffs.
No, I know. It was making the playoffs. And losing,
the man still made the playoffs. So now we're talking road to the playoffs. So their chances of making the playoffs are slim, is what you're telling me.
Who, us? No, but I'm just saying that I don't want to say that he's a solidified, but it's hard not to. He is very solidified.
He just had the greatest rookie season of all time.
Ever, yeah, no, you're right.
Like,
this
that's
is just
not
me
even
being a skeptical fan, but
like most of the time that's like a hyperbolic statement. Like, oh, he had the best this ever. It's like no, like the best rookie season for any quarterback of all time.
Yes.
And you started this with, I mean, there's still questions. Yeah.
I don't have any questions, actually.
Yeah, there's still questions. What do you fucking order from Carrabba's? That's my only question, all right?
I'm not fucking going to Carrabba's.
Another weapon. Y'all obviously have the confidence of a Washington team that probably had, like if we're just talking like a sense of confidence starting the season as a roster, the Washington Commanders roster.
Yeah.
Like it probably hasn't been this high going into a season since RG3, maybe RG3.
This is higher.
But I'm saying maybe halfway through RG3's rookie year, and it was like we got a guy.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's the closest. But preseason, I don't think it was
preseason. No, I don't think we've ever, because this is like, we didn't know what. Obviously, it's a rookie quarterback. You don't know what to expect.
It was higher than JD, like rookie year.
Yeah.
But by the time after RG3's rookie year, it was like, is his leg gonna work?
No. Yeah. Exactly.
What
And
is
it did.
this?
But yeah, no. I mean, yeah. With this team, it was like, no, we're coming into last season with basically the same team, a few new additions, not a lot, and a rookie quarterback. And now it's like, we've got the best rookie quarterback, or one of the best young quarterbacks in the league, plus brand new additions. It should get better. Doesn't always, but it should get better. And if not, if we have a season that's exactly the same to last season, it's awesome.
You're gonna be a happy person.
Very.
You'll be a happy person if you continue to lose to Super Bowl champions in the playoffs. There you go. Right. Washington lost to the Super Bowl champs. Maryland lost to the national champs.
We did it.
The Orioles are going to lose to, giving you your prediction, because I don't know anything about baseball.
We lost to the World Series champs 2 years ago.
No, it's going to happen again. It's going to happen this year. So Orioles are going to lose to, who's winning who's winning the World Series this year?
Who's winning the World Series this year?
Put it on your tab. It would have to be someone from their side, or from that side, right?
Mm-hmm. From our side.
Yankees?
No. Fuck you.
I don't know. I don't know. I truly don't know. That's the only team that I thought would have been nice on that side. I don't know. I don't
the
know.
Royals? I don't even... Yeah, baseball is so weird.
All right. Well, maybe it doesn't happen. But Washington, stopping the run is their biggest con, the biggest thing they need to figure out next season.
Yeah.
So listen to this.
Well, I mean, our secondary kind of poopies too.
Devin. Y'all were third in total yards allowed.
And 30th in rushing.
Y'all were third. Y'all gave up the third. No, y'all gave up the third most amount of yards.
Oh, fuck.
But y'all were the third best in passing yards allowed.
Oh, really?
So that's how bad your run game was.
Oh, fuck.
Y'all were third in total yards allowed worst. Like, y'all were third worst. Y'all gave up the third most amount of yards, but the third least amount of yards passing.
Oh.
So that's how bad y'all run game was.
No, that's very bad.
Figuring that out would be awesome, because the passing game was there. The run game was not. And then I would say, and this is a possibility, this isn't even something that y'all have to do, but maybe establishing a better run game on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, I know.
Because I mean, just having JD as your leading the team in rushing probably isn't the goal. It just happens.
I mean, the less he rushes, I think, the better. Like, he'll never be seen as a quarterback where it's like, oh, we really fear him running, like people do with Lamar. So it's not like he'll be a Russ type of quarterback. Like, he'll scramble if he needs to and make plays happen. He'll get out of the pocket and he'll go run. But yeah, I don't want to turn him into some guy who's expected to have 800 to 1,000 rushing yards or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, he had 800. I think him, B-Rob, and Eckler combined like easily for over like 1,600.
Yeah.
But it's just like, maybe find somebody else or just figure out how to get that out of just your two running backs.
Yeah.
Maybe just have two.
But I think it's still B-Rob
and Eckler is probably the way y'all are gonna run your
offense.
Maybe Debo. Maybe. Debo. But probably not. Probably not. Chicago, Denver, Detroit, Vegas, Seattle at home, Green Bay, Kansas City, the Chargers, Minnesota, Miami, Atlanta away. 0 out of 10. Chances for the Washington Commanders to make it to the Super Bowl, who were last year in the NFC Championship playing against the Philadelphia Eagles, beating out the number 1 seeded Detroit Lions by a shitload.
Good head coach. Kept Cliff Kingsbury. That's huge.
Y'all kept Cliff.
And they love Dan Quinn.
And y'all love Dan Quinn.
65.
65% chance to make it to the Super Bowl.
Is that high?
Well,
my initial thought was 50.
I was in the 50-55 range.
Okay. Then I'll go 55.
Okay. All right.
Because, my first thought was 50, and then I was like, then I thought of Cliff, and then I thought of how much of a fan I am, and I was like, God, this would suck if I...
5.5 out of 10, 55% chance for him to make it to the Super Bowl. I mean, that's not crazy. That ain't crazy.
No.
It's not crazy. The Philadelphia Eagles. We know the stars. I'm not listing all their names. That's a lot. That's a lot of names, but we know the Eagles stars.
Names.
And I guess that kind of goes to their biggest pro is they kept their team.
Everybody.
They are a Super Bowl champs who did the opposite of what the Baltimore Ravens did 10 years ago, and that's keeping their team.
Same time, it's like I don't mean to hate, but it was like more so of lightning in the bottle.
All right, I wouldn't go as far to say they were lightning in a bottle, but I can say, I mean, I think even on camera, I said that they were my NFC dark horse.
No. I'm saying the Ravens.
I'm sorry. Who and when?
Like, if that team stayed together next year, I don't think they're winning a Super Bowl.
Oh. I thought you were talking about like new Ravens or something. No. See, the thing about the Ravens is we went 8-8 the following year, but then I want to say a year or two later, went on more playoff runs. So I mean, we probably would have made the playoffs had we kept like Torrey and Anquan Boldin and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I don't think. Yeah, and if Ray Rice didn't do what he did, I mean, there were. I don't know. We might have been able to sneak into the playoffs the next year, but we definitely had one hell of a hangover.
For sure.
I thought you were calling Philly a lightning in the bottle.
No.
So yes, they weren't lightning in the bottle, but I did consider them my Super Bowl dark horse.
For sure.
Which, I mean, looking back on it, I mean, maybe they weren't the dark horse the whole time, but in my eyes, they were. And I mean,
we really had questions about how well Saquon was going to play, and then because of the season that Hurts had the year before, and how their season had ended the year before, we had questions. But
I mean, and we saw the game not have to be put in Saquon's hands, and they were still able to get it done and look great doing it. And you know what else they did for that run game? They added A.J. Dillon to the roster.
Ooh.
So now
Dillon's still floating around. Nice.
So now when they want to pull out Saquon, they can put the quad father out there.
Yes.
And
he's the real quad father.
He is bro. You got the two
biggest quads in the world.
The quad parents.
Ooh. It's the Fairly Quad Parents.
It's the Fairly Quad Parents, Devin. Like that's
so much better than what Sonic and
Sonic and Hedgehog or Sonic and what is not Sonic and
McBoom Boom or something.
What is
Sonic and Knuckles?
Sonic and Knuckles. Knuckles only eats carrots though on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, no. Fairly Quad Parents. Can you tweet that out so that we can put that in the ether before someone else does?
That's the title of the episode.
Perfect.
Fairly Quad Parents. Yeah, no, that's absolutely the name of the episode.
I hope no one else said that, but they probably did.
Well, I mean, he was always the quad father, and then Saquon Barkley.
Saquon.
But now we have the quad parents, like the quad fathers. Like we have we have them now.
Quad Father Part 1, Quad Father Part 2.
There we go. We got the original and the sequel. I guess they're cons. I mean, like we said, like if you got a team that's a lightning in the bottle, maybe you don't have these expectations set for them, but because they are who they are, they're kind of set at a Super Bowl or bust level of expectations, I would say.
By far.
I mean, it kind of has to be. Like the wave they're riding on, I mean, their city might not be able to take it. Either way, I mean, it's going to be bad if they win again, but if they lose, I mean, I don't know, bro. It might.
Well, if they lose in the Super Bowl, mayhem.
Oh.
If they lose in the first round,
They're riding from here to San Francisco.
Yes.
The whole.
But no, I mean, out of teams with expectations, I think they have higher expectations than the Chiefs, than all of these other teams, just because of, I mean, the year that Saquon had. Again, the amount of weapons that they have, the fact that they didn't utilize A.J. Brown as much as they could have last year, and just how good that defense can still be, even, I mean, regardless of how old they are or how old they're getting.
Like,
no Slay, right? Slay's gone.
Slay is, yes, Darius Slay. What happened to Darius Slay? He went to somebody like the Patriots or someone.
Saints?
Steelers. Okay, he went to the Steelers. I mean, fuck. I had a not great. I mean, might not have been the greatest point. I did have a point. Oh, they're kind of like the Celtics. Like when the Celtics won, it was like, okay, cool. Like y'all finally did it.
Yes.
But are y'all gonna keep doing it, or like
is this a dynasty, or is this like?
Yeah, I think.
Or is this like a good job? You guys.
And I think just the fact that people think that there's a potential that there's a dynasty here, you're kind of at a Super Bowl or bust expectation level.
Yeah.
I mean, teams are going to be on their head. I think every team is probably going to have them circled on their schedule.
Touch push ban might be in effect. You never know.
Well, no, I think it didn't get banned this year.
Okay.
Remember, they already voted on it, and they needed 24 teams to say no, and they didn't get it. So
it's crazy.
Luckily, but I mean, even Dallas and y'all know y'all got an opportunity out of both of y'all 4 times to beat the dog shit out of the Super Bowl champions, the reigning Super Bowl champs.
Exactly.
So I mean, y'all might take even more advantage of being able to play them.
And they're not as Goodell bulletproof as the Chiefs are.
And then I guess like the possibility of a hangover, but you got to think like all their cons are like possible scenarios that have nothing to do with football.
Football, no.
Like they have
on the field. If they're healthy, they're
on the field. Besides like what Chauncey and Darius Slay, like it's pretty much the same damn team.
Yes.
So I mean the scary things are the expectations of them because of how good they are. Teams are going to have them out, circled on their schedule because of how good they are. They could have a possible Super Bowl hangover because they just won the Super Bowl. Like, it's really hard for me to find a con.
Sirianni, but those are put to bed now.
Is he though? Because even when
maybe Big Dom,
even when Nick Sirianni pulled all that shit, I remember being like, I mean, okay, what he brought his kids and then. Oh, he talks shit, but it's like I feel like when we talked about that, it's like, what other? I mean, does it not make sense? Like Philly's head coach is talking shit to Philly fans.
Yeah.
Like after Philly comes back or scores, the Phillies coach turns around and is like, "Yeah, bitch, yeah." Like to an Eagles fan.
Honestly, I mean, I think Philly people thrive off of that. I think they want that. I think they want their head coach yelling at them.
Yeah, I think they do.
It's cool.
I think. Yeah, no, I think. Mm-hmm. Sirianni's not a problem. I don't think he's going to be a problem. I think this is a really, I put chances of them making it back to the Super Bowl. I'd say who's in their way? Detroit?
Washington.
Okay.
Don't laugh.
I did not laugh.
Don't giggle.
All I said was okay and a smirk.
Don't smirk.
Okay and a smirk.
Green Bay.
You want to say that again?
Seattle.
Who was the team before Seattle?
Green Bay.
Yeah. Maybe.
Clearly lying.
90 what? What you want to go with, bro? What are they? I'm in between like a 93, a 94, 95 if we want to get crazy. I mean, they got a better chance than KC in my eyes. Like they're.
I know, but KC has the Goodell schmooze.
It didn't even work with the Shadell schmooze.
I know.
It didn't work.
Exactly. But they got there.
And in the NFL, they fired 3 refs. 3 refs got fired.
For what?
In what they labeled an unprecedented move by the NFL. So that's not something.
Three refs got fired for not calling penalties on the Eagles during the Super Bowl.
I'm sure. Three refs got fired for looking too obvious. Three got fired because they were too obvious with their cheating with Kansas City. And Goodell said, "All right, y'all are marks. Y'all are
ruining this whole thing."
Yeah, it's like, y'all fucking shut up. Like, I mean, like that's how he was treating these refs. Nah, all of them are listening to Roger Goodell.
Of course.
Some of them are just listening a little too much.
91.
No. Then I got 93, which makes it 92.
Perfect.
Okay. 92. It has to be better.
I was going to say 92, and then I give him the Philly tax, you know.
It has to be better than Kansas City, who's at 91.5.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. So, 92.
That's
92% chance. All right, road to the Super Bowl.
But can we not give him Philly tax?
It is Philly tax.
Yeah, you're fair.
I mean, it kind of is, bro. I know you hate him. I know you don't want to see it. And I'm not saying that this is, just because this is the championship odds we're giving them in April of 2025?
Yeah.
So much could happen.
No, of course.
So much. Y'all might be 16-0. We could blink and Washington is 16-0. And it's, oh my God. Jayden Daniels is the MVP of the league. He's so good, they already put his name on the trophy. They're just waiting for the
before
NFL
the end of the year. Yeah,
they're just waiting. Like, who knows? But NFL road to the Super Bowl for the 2025-2026 season. Worst to best, we got the New York Giants 0%, Dallas Cowboys 17.5%, Washington Commanders 55%, and Philadelphia Eagles, the reigning Super Bowl champs, 92% chance. I like it. Not mad at it. Washington, who would have thought?